Panasonic RX5100F, an old boombox from around the late 1970s to the early 1980s. And this is a modern Bluetooth speaker. Now, if you had a speaker like this, or you've probably seen a speaker like this, probably noticed that it's very easy to play a song, play whatever tune you want on it. So you just connect it to Bluetooth, quite easy, and then you connect whatever device you have that supports Bluetooth to this device right here, and then
everything we want is turned to gold.
You just play whatever song you want at whatever time you want, as easily as that. Now, what if you have something like this lying around? If you have an old boombox like this lying around, there are a couple of modes you can use. But have you ever wondered if you can use services like Spotify or YouTube on something like this instead of something like this? Because something like this has really good sound compared to a small Bluetooth speaker like this. Now, you could go for a more expensive Bluetooth speaker, or an expensive speaker that supports Bluetooth and have really good sound. But what if you already have one of these at home? Can you actually use the sound quality of something like this and have it play songs directly to Spotify or YouTube, just like you can on this? Now, let's first go over all the modes that this was made to be used. First, we have the cassette mode. You have the eject button right here. You can put in or load in any cassette you want, like this, and then you can play right away. Or there's a radio mode, which comes with the antenna here, where you can play any radio channel that broadcasts to an FM frequency. And then there's a mode that you might or might not be familiar with, which is called the line-in mode, which supports RCA right here, RCA being this cable right here. So this is an RCA cable, this is the right audio channel, and this is the left audio channel, or the right stereo channel and left stereo channel. What you can do right here is you can actually plug it in with the line port like so, correct line in like this, and then what you might notice is even though we connected the RCA like that on one side like this, on the opposite side, on modern devices, we obviously don't have an RCA port because modern devices usually use something like this, which is an aux port. But what we can do for that is obviously we can have a direct conversion cable with two RCA ports on one side, two stereo RCA ports on one side for both channels, and then the aux port on the other side. We just plug in the aux port like this onto a laptop. As you can see here, we plug it in right here, directly going to the on the RCA port on this. We'll switch this to line-in mode, and we can play it like so. Now, you might have noticed the sound quality of this is really good compared to this when you play any song you want, either through radio, or cassette, or even line-in. Now, the cool part about this is you can literally do this with one single cable. The issue though is you have to connect it physically right here, and you have to set up this entire laptop or an entire phone right next to the boombox right over here to do something like that and get really good sound. Whereas with this, it's really portable. You can put this anywhere you want and then have your phone or laptop anywhere you want and play it directly through this. But what if you have the efficiency and ease of access of this with something like this instead of having it be physically connected? Well, there's actually a way to do that. And for that, we are going to be creating our own Bluetooth module. So this is how it's going to work. So right here, what we're going to do is we are going to first use 4 batteries right here in a battery holder, and we're going to send in the ground and the power like this. These are the connections for the current of the battery to go through. Then we're going to send it through our cables right into this thing right here, which is a Bluetooth module, which we can use to connect our aux in like this. And this thing, once powered, will receive Bluetooth signals and work as its own Bluetooth device, which we can connect to through our phone, and then we can play Bluetooth right here and send it through this, and this thing can go to the ports of our radio like discussed before. So the way you power this again is we connect it like so, and then we power it is we use batteries right here, and then we're using 2 special components right here. We're going to be using 2 diodes so we can drop the voltage down to specific voltage of this, which is I believe around 3.75 volt, where all of these combined will release 6 volts. So we'll have to use 2 diodes to drop the voltage down a bit, and then we're going to be using this capacitor between the ground and power lines so we can smooth out the voltage, so we can get a smooth current from this so that the sound doesn't go wrong on this. So right now what we're going to do is we have to solder all of this. We're going to put it in this project box right here, and then we'll attach it to that radio right here, so that these cables can be attached to the RCA ports, RCA in ports of the radio, and this will be attached to this, and this, once powered, will work as its own Bluetooth device, kind of like what's in here, and we can basically connect our phone to this, so we can send in the sound and play it through our Boombox radio, old Boombox radio right there. Alright, so the way we decided to do this, or decided to try to do this, is we are going to put our module right here in the box, like so. We're going to put most of the wire in the box as well, and then we're going to take the RCA cables out, and we're going to close it, hopefully something like that. And then we're going to connect these to our Boombox, and then for the power, what we thought of doing was we hot glue the battery pack right here to this dot board right here, and then we make some holes and probably screw it into the roof of this box right here, then connect it like so, and then have all our remaining circuitry within the box. So let's get to soldering and see how it turns out. Alright, so after some soldering work, this is our final product that we have here. So I'll go through how it works. So here we have the battery holder that we discussed before, where the power line as well as the ground line come through. Those will go through like this right here, and then I've connected the power line right here on the other side. If you can see, it goes to a diode, so that way the voltage can drop around 0.7, because we are connecting 4 batteries here, and the operating voltage for this is around 3.7 volt to 5 volts, so we are dropping it around 1.4 volts in total, so that this can operate safely. So we add 4 batteries here, and then that goes right here through this diode right here, which then gets connected to this diode right through this diode right here, which then gets connected to this diode right here, goes like that, and then it goes to a capacitor between the ground and the power right before the Bluetooth module right here. That way the current is smooth before it goes to the Bluetooth module as well, and then it goes and connects into the Bluetooth module right here with the power line as well as the ground line right there. And then what all you have to do right here is put this on like so, and then this will power and then go after that into pairing mode. So before that, we'll actually connect the wire right here. So we'll connect the aux port into the aux port of the module. Then we'll connect the RCA, the 2 stereo RCAs into this side like so. The milk switch should line in, which is already line in. Then what you have to do is just add the battery right here.
Bluetooth mode.
Which it'll go into pairing mode like that. Then as you can see, so we're waiting on pairing mode. And then what you have to do is you have to search for Bluetooth devices here. Like that. And it appears on available devices at HWBT. We just do that. And then you just pair with it.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
And then as you can see, it's fully paired through this circuit right here without any laptop. You can put this circuit in the box and connect it back to the radio. So if I just play something on Spotify right now, as you can see.
Suddenly you're nowhere to be found. I turn around and
You can see that and it's going in fully through the Bluetooth circuit right here, which is be picked up by this module as a device, as its own device, and then going right into the radio. But we can actually take this one step further. Alright, so I've actually put everything into a box here so that it's more usable, and what we're going to do next is we're going to make this radio portable. Now this is not as power efficient, but I thought it would still be cool to try out, to basically make this the same as a portable Bluetooth speaker that we showed before. So these radios actually take 8 batteries, which you enter like this. Just enter them. Just enter them like that, and right after that we can close this up and we can see what we're going to do after. Alright, so we've actually got the left and right stereo channels connected, which goes in through here into our box right here, which got everything, which has everything that I showed before, and it's compact like that. So what we have to do now is we have to power it like this, and we'll see if this radio can be turned into a fully portable Bluetooth speaker.
Bluetooth mode.
Alright, so we are fully outside, and as you can see the speaker is on as HW-BT, and you can see the entire boombox is there, fully connected. If you go around, you can see that there's no wires going out of it, it's not connected to anything. It's powered completely by those D batteries from before, and we connected it to the RCA input port of the boombox, and this is our module which is in this box. And what we can do now is we can connect it like so.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
And after that, we can see that it's fully connected, and we can basically use this exactly the same as the Bluetooth speaker from before, but with much louder, much clearer sound.
Has changed. Looking for a way to work it out. I'm trying to find some peace to navigate. The ocean where I'm at.
Go into a different song right here. You can play any song we want. We can increase the sound how we want to, and basically use this the same as one of those Bluetooth speakers, but with a much better sound, just through this module right here. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of the module. I hope you learned something. I hope you learned how to make it. If you have one of these, you can also now convert it. Following this video, I hope you learned how you could convert it and get a good use out of something like this, where you can play any song with Spotify or YouTube or any other music through Bluetooth, the way you connect it today. Okay, so thanks for watching. If you guys like the video, if you guys like this video, leave a like and leave a comment if you have any ideas, what you thought about it, and share it with your friends. Okay, thank you. Right, before I go, I wanted to mention that you should make sure to remove the batteries when they're not in use, as this can leak and it's can be very dangerous. As well as in the radio, these batteries are not the most energy efficient, so you can usually use the Bluetooth with just the radio connected power. You don't need to set up anything else. You can just connect this with your phone like I did before. Just connect the radio near a power source, like you would any big speaker, and then you can just use the Bluetooth the same way, and make sure to remove all the batteries once you're not using it, because with these old devices, the batteries can be very dangerous if left long for a long time. Right, that's what I had to say, and yeah, I hope you learned something, and I hope to see you again soon.